wanted snow, and by golly, we've got snow. It's absolutely phenomenal. We called up to the Glencoe ski lodge to have a bit of a bite to eat and a cup of tea. And while we were there, the snow came down, and it probably put down 2 or 3 inches. But you can see behind me now, we've got a bit of blue sky, but coming up back down here is another snowstorm. I don't know whether you can see the snow on the camera. So we waited for it to clear slightly, and then we've headed out with the intention of going back to Lough, which we went to last year, or earlier this year even. We got a little bit distracted. In the background, there's a little clump of trees, and beside the clump of trees is a little cottage, and we thought that would look fabulous with the blue sky that we're now getting and some lovely light. Unfortunately, it's shooting into the sun, so I'm not getting the results I wanted. So I gave up on that. And there's a tree line here, and then we have a mountain that leads down in a line, and we were getting some gorgeous light on that. So I decided to have a go at shooting that. I've been trying with the Lee filters. I tried the 10 stop. 10 stop on a 0.6 soft grad, and the last image I got gave me F11 ISO 100, and I got 25 seconds, and we were just getting some lovely light coming down. I can't ever get my hands in the right direction, on the side of the hills. We're now about to get snowed on. You might be able to see in the background there's a huge snowstorm coming in. But over there, which is kind of the direction Loughn's in, it's looking like beautiful snow, beautiful blue sky. So I'm just going to take one last shot here before the snow definitely sets in. But the good thing is, it's snowing and then it's disappearing, and you can see in the distance, you might be able to make out right in sort of the bottom of that arch, there's a lot of light coming through, and it looks like it's going to be like this all day. So we're going to have snowstorms, and then the light will break through, which is absolutely just what we want. Snow's absolutely marvellous. But this is just so wonderful. My hand's getting absolutely frozen. My feet are not doing too bad, and I've got my lovely merino wool thermals on. So I'm actually relatively warm, except for my hand that's holding the phone, which is getting very cold. So we're going to head off from here and see if we can go back to Lough, and I might catch up with you then. Bye for now. Well, to say it's chilly is an understatement. Well, we were going to go to Lough, and we called down there, but there were no reflections at all. There was actually no snow because it's quite low in the valley. So we've come back up to Rannoch Moor, and what you see behind me, I believe, is Loch Bar. And there's been some beautiful light on it this afternoon. Some lovely clouds scooting across the sky. So I found the first composition, which I will try and show you. Where are we? Just down here, you can see a little rock. I can never get my finger in the right place. There's a rock out there anyway. And I was just shooting straight out across to that little island there. I used the 10 stop, and I had the polariser on as well. The water is slightly rippled. Where it's hitting, I don't know if you can see, there's a patch of ice. This whole area here is ice. And there's the rock, and then it just sort of melts off, and it's like oil coming in onto the ice. It's really strange. It's very soothing to watch, which is a bit odd. There you go. And then I just changed my composition slightly to include, again, I'm kind of in the dark here, this little jut of land leading out, and then the 2 stones leading into a V, sort of taking you into the back, where you have the trees in the distance, and there's some gorgeous light coming up. You can see the bright bit, that's actually the mountains with the snow on them. And again, some lovely clouds scudding across the sky. So it's been quite a successful afternoon so far. I haven't been doing much talking whilst I've been walking, and I had made the decision I was going to do a lot more showing you the area and stuff, but I've ended up on my arse twice already in the snow. So I decided I really ought to maybe keep my hands free to try and keep myself upright. Now they have promised it's going to thaw around about 5 o'clock tonight, which will be a real shame. But we can't have it all. We've had snow, yes! It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I can't sing, I apologise, but it makes me feel Christmassy when there's snow on the ground. Excuse the red nose. It's bloody freezing, although it is warmer than yesterday, which is fabulous. It's only about 0 degrees today. I was a little bit downhearted yesterday. I suppose it's a beginner's mistake, I don't know. I come to a place with a preconceived idea of the image that I want to get. And I've had unfinished business at Glencoe because I've never managed to get the sunrise shot that I wanted. Or the sunset shot, for that matter, but that's a different story. I wanted the really nice pink soft lights you get over white snowy foregrounds. Well, we have the foreground. It's wonderful. And this morning, I got the pink sky. I didn't get the light on the mountains in the background that you can see, but I'll settle. I'm ecstatically happy. I've been doing a little jig because I finally got a sunrise. And I can't tell you how good it feels. I'm at the side of the one I can't pronounce, so I'll say I'm opposite Loch Bar. I'm not entirely sure where. Loch Lazy thingy is over there somewhere, and this range of mountains in the back is what I've been aiming for. And you can see the rocks down here with a beautifully frozen loch, lake, river, not sure, I think it's a river. It's great. There's some bits that are melted out here, presumably where the water is actually flowing, and then this foreground area is frosted over. Oh, I am so happy. You can see the sun in the background, the burnt out area in this shot, and the sky just lit up. Now the rest of the guys are down, I think, either at the Buchel or Lagenbath Cottage, probably pronounced wrong, but who cares. So this morning I've been in 7th Heaven. I've been shooting with the reverse Grad on, and I put a 9.9 neutral density filter on as well, just to slow it down, to get a little bit of movement in the cloud. Not a lot, just a little bit. And it's worked really nicely. I've been using a variation of foreground. There's these rocks here with a little melted bit in front. I used that curve that goes out where the water has melted. And then I did a couple of shots this way. You may just be able to make out the reeds down here. And I got a little bit of a reflection in this watery area here. Oh, that's it. I'm happy. I don't care what the rest of the weekend brings. My ideal shot, my absolute utopia, would have been the lovely soft pink light that you get lighting up the tops of the mountains. There's a little bit of light. It's really, really faint. Where are we? Yeah, just coming down there. No, I can never get my hand in the right direction. Somewhere over here anyway. But I'm so, so happy. As I say, excuse the pink nose. It's absolutely bitter. Luckily with my thermals on and thermal woolly boots, my feet and my hands are the only bit that are slightly cold, and my toes always do get cold. The rest of them is nice and warm. Merino wool and thermal liners. Phew, perfect. So yeah, I don't care what I do for the next 2 days. This has been so worth the wait. So anyway, the rest of the day's plan is just to bomb around, basically finding things to shoot. I don't know what, and I don't know where. I've given up saying I'm going to do this, that and the other, because it never happens. I never do what I say I'm going to do because something comes up. But after yesterday, really wasn't happy last night. But today, so happy. I got some shots that I liked yesterday, don't get me wrong, but not the shots I wanted. And it's a fatal mistake to make. The weather is unpredictable anywhere you go. And certainly in Glencoe, it can be, they say in Scotland, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. And I made the mistake of wanting specific images, and I couldn't get them yesterday. Today looks like might be in for some better luck, might be able to get the reflection in images that I just absolutely adore. And I don't care if they're cliched or boring, I like them. It's what makes me happy, it ticks my box. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to wander back to the car, drive back down the A82 and see where else I fancy stopping. As I say, I saw a couple of places. But this place, I'll just give you a quick spin round. If I can remember how you do this with this. This place is just absolutely phenomenal. Now, you're not on the gimbal, so it might be a bit juddery and a bit jerky. But yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what makes life just perfect coming up here. I'll pop the shot info up because I was so determined to get the shots. I didn't want to vlog while I was doing it. It was concentrating on what I was doing and what I was trying to achieve this morning. So anyway, see you later.